Introducing Royal Caribbean's newest ship, Icon of the Seas, the ultimate family vacation. The ultimate 6 slides, 8 neighborhoods, 0 compromise vacation. The ultimate never done that, can't wait to do it vacation. The ultimate chillin' by a different pool every day of the week vacation. This is the Icon of Vacations. Icon of the Seas, arriving in 2024. Book today. Come seek the Royal Caribbean. Ships Registry, Bahamas.
Hello again, hockey fans. Are you ready to brave the wild? With me, your host, Paladino Joey, or Joey Awajan. Brave the Wild is available on the sportstuff.com and on iTunes. I thank each and every one of you always for downloading and listening to this show. And with me as a live studio audience, and he'll jump in and he'll be back in the live studio audience or whenever. It's all up to him, and it's kind of a fun bit we did a couple months ago. Neil Natedogg Thiesing is in the building.
Yeah!
Whoa, massive shout out. Yep, from a few feet behind me. Yep, he's in the live studio audience. We got hockey highlights flashing, NHL Network in silence, so you don't hear any noise and all that stuff. That's just kind of smart, I guess, to go about that way. And another very positive week for the Minnesota Wild. Yes.
Who that, we that.
Who that, we that. Yeah, there's just one game. We'll get to it, and it's irritating, but yeah, it's just really irritating that it wasn't a sweep of a week, but I guess you can't win them all, especially when Nashville is one of the games. But yeah, funny. Yeah, we'll get back to that. We'll get back to that. As I predicted so intelligently on last week's show, I predicted the Wild were going to kind of pound away at the Dallas Stars because, that's just... Because, to make up for that 7-1 BS a couple months, or not a couple months, but a month back or so in January, about a month and a half when they beat us 7-1. Back when Kemper and Backstrom and Kemper were in net. That was fun. They just kicked our butts. But now we have the good goalie, and Dallas is kind of the one falling down. Mm-hmm. And we beat them 6-2. Yes. Yes, we'll take it. Sunday, February the 22nd, 6-2 victory for the Minnesota Wild over the Dallas Stars. So we're reviewing 4 games, and we'll be previewing 3. So, yes, in a 2-segment show, 2 segments. So we're sticking to that format. That was kind of fun and easy to do last week. 11th win in 13 games at this point. Zach Parise leading the way. 2 goals. Oh, man. Mikhail Granlund with a 3-point night. Christian Folin has really been emerging in the absence of Spurgeon Wynn. I keep trying to call him that. Jared Spurgeon. What the hell? Oh, my God. Okay. But it's more fun with Neil in attendance. See, I don't feel as shaky saying that because it's just, it's embarrassing. But Christian Folin, it's not just the points, though. He makes intelligent plays. And, Wes Walls has been showing us what he's been doing, the way he's just been bringing the puck up the ice and making intelligent plays, not making the mistakes you'd expect from somebody at his stage in his career. He makes some, but he makes up for it with better plays. Really?
Yeah, and then we scored all 6 goals in 1 period.
Yeah. Isn't that something? That's the most amazing part. Yeah. Yeah. And thank you very much for bringing that up because that's a very important point because the Wild were losing in this game. We were losing in this game 1-0, and it's just like, it's just one of those nights, isn't it? Rick, going into, it's just one of those nights. We're just not scoring. We're putting the shots on net and everything, but we're not scoring. 11 shots in the first 3 and 9 shots in the second. That's not great, but it's certainly not bad.
Kind of felt like when we were playing the Oilers and we had so many freaking chances at scoring, and the freaking goalie was on top of his head.
Yes, he was. No, that was in the Colorado game, you said?
No, the Oilers.
Oh, yeah. What am I? I'm like blanking here. I do apologize for that. Yeah, the Oilers game. That'll be the next one. Oh, what the hell? Yeah. Oh, it was unbelievable. But this night, Enroth, who we victimized with a 7-goal outburst when this whole thing started, I knew that was going to be the start of a turnaround. I didn't think it would be the start of the turnaround, though. Holy moly, It was the start of a turnaround. I figured, okay, we're going to have a nice positive stretch, and they'll give us a little hope, and if they're going to get better, this is the time to do it. Playing Buffalo, and we scored 7 goals, and they got 0. And Dubnyk had a very easy shutout in his first game. Now, all this time later, Enroth is on Dallas after a trade, and we score 6 more goals on the poor guy in the third period.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. It was a 6-goal flood. The floodgates opened. I thought we were going to kick their butts. I was so wrong. And, oh, no, I was right. I just had to wait and be patient. What a game. Oh, what a fun game.
Yeah, it was.
And, yeah, it's like we were peppering Enroth, but nothing was going in. And it's like, come on. And then all of a sudden, everything started going in. And it started for, at first it was good plays, and then all of a sudden, Enroth was a Civ City a little bit there. Some of them were just squirting through, and it's like, ouch, that's got to suck. That's got to suck for Enroth, doesn't it? Well, this ended the 5-game series of the season, and we win 4-1. That's right. Dallas ended up with 3 points, not 2, because they did get a overtime point Friday, November the 28th, way back in 1812. No, I'm kidding. A long time ago, a nice shootout victory for the Wild that night. I still remember that one, and we were starting to struggle, but at least we beat Dallas. I remember that. That was when the struggle had already started, but it was a nice little win. Oh, I wish we didn't go on that snide, but a big theme over the course of this week, though, it started on this particular night. I mean, this whole week, the heroes of this week in general were the fourth line, my man, the fourth line. Isn't that something? Kyle Broziak, Justin Fontaine in particular, and of course Eric Haula as well. Isn't that something? What a nice week. This episode, sometimes I don't even name it until after I'm done recording, but this week it's fourth line Surge. Yep.
Sturge or Flurries?
Which one?
Which one did you want?
Oh, yeah,
Flurries.
Yeah, between Surge or Flurries. Yeah, fourth line Surge.
Surge.
Are you cool with that?
All right.
Okay, or do you like Flurries better?
It's not really flurrying out.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take a flurry, but yeah, fourth line Surge. That's better, right?
Fourth line El Nino or
El Nino. but that might be like, he's talking about Niederreiter. No. Who also got, he's a backer this week, boy. And it's 30 points on the season now, and liking that. That's going to keep rolling. Stefan Veilleux, he was on the fourth line that night. There we go. It wasn't Haula at this particular time. He was kind of like, I don't know what Haula was. He was on the fourth, I guess. And Fontaine was actually on the third line, or was it even the second line in this game? So, I mean, it's been kind of a bumping all over the place. Veilleux scored a goal in this game, so he was on the fourth line. So that tells you how the fourth line was really a factor over the course of the whole week. Veilleux later on put on waivers, so that's the reward he got for scoring his first goal in a year. Put on waivers, but ultimately reclaimed whatever, and he'll be going to the Iowa Wild. Yes. Because the Wild did make a trade. We're still waiting on another one that could happen in the next few 24 hours, whatever. Not 24 hours, whatever it is, 12 hours, whatever. Possibly Jordan Leopold is a strong possibility, actually. 34, 35 years old. He's my age. No, 34. And, well, not quite the NHL career that he had in college, but it'd still be a nice fit for the team. He fills a need. Former Gopher legend, yes. Always wanted him here, but, it'll be nice to have him here. It'll be cool. Hopefully he'll be more of a factor here than he was with Blues and all them. So, he's singing the blues.
Guess when you said, was it singing the blues? Or
yeah, singing the blues. Yep.
I was just going to mention about the Blues that I would like the Wild to trade for Oshie.
Wouldn't that be nice? You never know someday, but I mean, this whole division thing, it's tough. It's hard to make trades in any division, in any sport. Once in a while it does happen. Yeah. Like we traded away Setaguchi to the Jets not that long ago for a draft pick. I kept thinking, like, what did we get? Yeah, it was a draft pick. My bad. Yeah, we didn't get a warm body at the time. Setaguchi went on to the Flames. That obviously didn't work out, so I guess we won that trade.
Huh.
My God, I hate that frickin' team. Oh, my God.
Which one, the Flames?
The Jets. I actually like the Flames a little bit, but actually,
Are you
I do.
a flamer?
Yeah, remember? I do like the Flames. Their logo and stuff especially, but yeah, I like them, and I like the success we've had against them so far this year. And I'm happy for them that they're in the playoffs, and the good news is, though, hopefully they'll be in their little top 3 over there. So if we're fighting for a wild card, they won't get in our way. So we'll see. They're old Northwest Division rival. Back to the Northwest Division, though. Just like you were saying, how we got 1 million shots on goal against the Edmonton Oilers in XL Energy Center. That's right, in XL Energy Center. And yes, the Dallas game was in the X. I should mention who scored all the goals, though, really quick for the Stars game before I move on. Parisi had 2 goals. It's just an awesome night for him. Koivu had an unassisted goal. Fantastic. Veyu had a nice rebound after Scandella shot the puck. Kyle Broziak kind of redirected it, and then Veyu kind of fell down and slid it past Enroth. That was awesome. Dumba with his powerful shot on the power play. Got that in there. Granlund got his 6th goal of the year. He seems to always score against Dallas. I remember he had 3 goals at one point this year, and all 3 of them were against Dallas. So that's at least 4 out of 6 right there against Dallas. Yep, and as mentioned, Parisi got his goal total up to 27. And Dallas then, with Jason Spezza trying to save whatever face they had left, made it 6-2, which was kind of annoying, but well, it was 6-2, and that was all she wrote. So, thought I'd mention the guys that scored. You might want to know that Spezza, by the way, that was his 2nd goal of the game, which was like, damn it, go away. But yeah, he had me a little worried about midway through that second period. Like, are the Wild ever going to score? Like, what the hell? Come on, Yeah, they scored. I guess he kind of had a Kemper type night. Like, once you give up a tough goal, like, damn it, it's like, he just mentally collapsed. And again, talk about not scoring and putting a lot of shots on goal, and the Wild did give a good effort. When you see a 2-1 loss at home to the Edmonton Oilers, you're like, did they even show up for the game? And the most annoying part of all is, they did, yet we just could not score against the son of a gun.
Well, when you know they didn't commit or have a good game, you see our coach yelling, cursing at him the whole. That's when you know that they're not doing good.
And it's like they put shots on goal. They just weren't finishing. They weren't finishing. They weren't good enough per se. They just weren't good enough. And partially, he was cursing, frustrated. Some calls maybe they didn't get. Just it was just one of those type of games. Only their 2nd loss since the All-Star break, the Wild, by the way, and it had to be the Edmonton Oilers.
They're supposed to be easy, too.
That's the thing. The Oilers, we pounded them all year. Just last week, we beat them 4-0. 4-0, and it was easy peasy, And it was in Edmonton, Rexall Center. Easy peasy. We just sleptwalked through that one. I mean, and Edmonton offered no resistance to Dubnyk. Maybe 1 or 2 potential breakaways, and he made the stops there. But outside of that, it was just And they weren't one-on-one type breakaways either. They're just a scoring chance. And Dubnyk made the stops he needed to for his 6th shutout of the season, 5th with the Wild, all that good stuff. 5 shutouts in 13 games. It's like, what the hell, And I made a statement earlier tonight before I get to this one, these 2 annoying topics here with the 3 stars here that I'm looking at with this game. If the Wild were in the playoffs when they signed, I keep saying signed, but traded for Dubnyk, they would be Stanley Cup champions. I mean, they would win the cup. That's how hot they are right now. They would win the cup.
Yep, they're doing pretty good.
Right now. And it's I really hope and pray to God that they can keep this thing going. And you can't sustain unbelievable runs, but hopefully you can sustain a good enough run and go all the way like the Kings did twice now. We'll see. We'll see. You don't.
When I
hopefully you can hear him. By the way, I'm sure you can. Yeah, because you're speaking pretty loud. That's good. live studio audience.
Are top in the NHL for penalty kills.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate it when they get him, but if they have to get into a penalty, then I guess it's good to be a Wild fan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. To at least get the penalty kill, right?
I don't know if we're getting to the Avalanche game here pretty soon, but
oh yeah, at the end, 2 more to go.
I got something to say for that.
Oh yeah, yep, I'll be ready. Yep, that was just last night, Saturday, and I'm recording on Sunday because Saturday night I was very busy with some with an Asian concert with my fiance. That that was just too long. Damn it, too long. Oh, too long. Okay, I'm sorry. Now she's gonna kill me. Somebody's gonna tell her. Actually, no one will tell her and all that good stuff. But yeah, the Wild put up 34 shots, 19 shots by Edmonton. Actually, those statistics kind of similar. It's just unfortunately Dubnyk had 2 goals surrendered in this one to one guy. Do you know who scored both of those goals? Do you know who scored? Old 4th round pick himself, or 4th overall. Now look at me screwing everything up. 4th overall pick himself by the Wild. 4th overall pick by the Wild.
Puglia.
Benoit Puglia scored both goals for the Oilers.
Huh.
Doesn't that make you happy? Doesn't that just make you happy?
How many goals does he have this?
He scored his 13th goal on his second one. 12 and 13. Yeah.
Kind of like a Jason Zucker.
Who? Yeah. Oh, not. Whoa, look at you. Zucker's got like 21. Look at you.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, it'd be like when Zucker was not very good yet. Or like, well, Fontaine, gosh, he's, But, yeah, I mean, Puglia, well, he was supposed to be a star, like a potential star. I mean, top line type of guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's just not him. He's like third line, even though he's on the top line in Edmonton, which says a whole lot about them. I mean, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Jordan Eberle were both on that line when he scored those goals. But, he's having an okay year. And, of course, on Edmonton, he's going to be probably on one of the higher lines. I mean, he was on the Eastern Conference champion New York Rangers last year. And he was a factor, but like a third line type of guy, third or fourth liner. And, in Edmonton, obviously, his role is going to be higher. It's kind of sad, though. You go from an Eastern Conference champion to, Edmonton. And Ben Scriven stood on his head. 33 saves in this game. 1 goal given up to a guy that, has been kind of infamous this year. I mean, we loved him with the Gophers. Scored the game-winning national championship goal against New Hampshire. That was Thomas Vanek. But, damn it. Yeah, he did get he got his 13th goal of the year, so there's our Benoit Puglia, dare I say. There's another Benoit Puglia, at least as a free agent. He's like a free agent version, but okay, why am I comparing him to... He still has 39 points this year, even though his goal scoring has been kind of frustrating and his efforts like what it is. Jordan Schrader and Charlie Coyle on that line. I kind of like that line. They've actually been good, and Schrader's been a huge, wonderful godsend in the absence of the injured Jason Zucker. Man, wonderful godsend. Only his 3rd assist, but he's got some goals to go with it.
Yeah, Schrader, he's pretty good. I'm glad we got him. I love Gopher players that play on the Wild, and he's a young guy up and coming. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. And it's been, after not working out with Vancouver, sometimes you just need to change the scenery like Nino Niederreiter, huh? Because he was, his numbers weren't quite as bad as Niederreiter's were on the New York Islanders.
Yeah.
Both of them were not number one overall, but I keep screwing that up. But first round picks. Niederreiter was a top 5, Schrader's like 17th or something. Which is really high. For an undersized guy, but yeah, his quickness, speed, and now he's starting to get some assists. What a nice fill-in he's been in Zucker's absence, and looks like he's earning a potential permanent spot in the National Hockey League. Yes, once and for all. Yes, I'm very happy about it. He's been really, really a positive for this team, and he's a part of this run right now. I'll tell you that.
Now, only if we could get that. Leopold guy over here.
Yeah, then yet another Gopher, just like Keith Ballard, as well. We got, but he's obviously been bit by the injury bug, and he's another guy with Vancouver that didn't work out so hot over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did really good on Florida, who's flashing on the screen right now. Jaromir Jagr becoming the 5th overall all-time leading goal scorer in NHL history. Just like a couple days ago, traded to the Florida Panthers from those New Jersey Devils after he retired earlier this year. He decided, you know what, I'm going to come back again. He decided to retire, came back. Now he's with Florida.
So he's going with God now.
Oh, yeah. Did he say that?
No, I just...
Okay. Yeah, it was the Battle of the Floridas, and the Panthers won tonight against Tampa Bay, who's having a strong season. And I always like to see the Tampa Bay Lightning do well. It's nice to see Florida do well, too, though, considering they've been through kind of a lot of crap. Willie Mitchell's down there. Keith Ballard obviously had a lot of success there long ago in a galaxy far, far away. But, it's Florida. That ought to be like water. They ought to be like ice water. No, they ought to be like water skiing, basically playing hockey. No, because it's too warm. Yeah. Okay, no, I mean, right? No, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's true though, isn't it?
Then when their game is done, they move in a baseball team. For spring training. Yep,
Tampa Bay Lightning and the Miami Marlins. Whoa, that made a difference. Oh, what a difference. Okay, so we screw around. We don't beat the Edmonton Oilers. We just don't beat the Edmonton Oilers. Really? Are you serious? And now I got to go play the best team in the league. And it's another flip-flop. I've been doing this for like forever now. What the hell's going on? I keep flip-flopping. Like I'll be like, okay, the Wild are going to beat Vancouver in a close game, lose to Calgary. Okay, they lost to Vancouver and beat Calgary. And then another week, I had them losing. I can't remember now. I can't remember. Columbus or something. Now it's blanking. It doesn't really matter, I guess. But the the Wild beat the Nashville Predators.
Yeah. They're saying that the Predators are a wild. Are in the wild. So.
Yeah, they're in the wild. It's funny how their logos are kind of similar in a way. They're just facing the other direction. All the other presidents are facing the other direction from Abraham Lincoln, but you know what I mean on the coins. But yeah, they're facing the other direction. Yep, because we hate each other. We won't even look at each other. And the heroes of this game in a huge way were the fourth line, but so was that line with Coyle and Niederreiter and such. Though I mean, they just got the job done. Schrader and Coyle. Yep, hooking up with Niederreiter, who ultimately had 2 goals. He's one of those kind of guy. He is a hell of a scorer, Niederreiter. The second one was an empty netter. The first of the 2, though, was a pretty nice goal that ended up being the game winners. 20th of the season and 21st with the empty net. Far, 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 far away from the net. It was literally like full rink. Just let it go, and it was good enough. It went in. And there was almost 2 minutes left in the game. It's like, well, that's over. I mean, oh my God, we just beat the best team in the league, man. That's why I think the Wild, with the way things are going right now with Dubnyk and the way they're playing with their confidence, if the playoffs were going on the last month, we'd be champions, man. We'd be champions, and I just get emotional thinking about that because you know how bad I want to win. You know how bad I want to win. Oh my God.
It's like all Minnesota fans.
Yep.
I don't know if you can really include the WNBA for a champion.
Yeah, I agree. WNBA, no. Gopher hockey, yes, to a point, but it is college. But I like Gopher hockey more than the Lynx, Minnesota Lynx. I mean, going to Gopher hockey win the national championship, it's so unbelievable. And when they had a Minnesota Vikings Super Bowl type of performance in that championship game last year, it's just... I'll rehash this real quick. It's off topic. I apologize. But, yeah, last year when that stupid Union had that 4-goal, flurry in 3 minutes, I left. I left, and I drove downtown and looked at the Viking Stadium just to get out of here. And then I came back, midway through the second period, still kind of just out of it. But, things got a little better, and then, of course, it did what it did. It was just Viking Super Bowl type. It just didn't work out.
Yeah.
Still getting teary-eyed thinking about that. I hated that one.
What happened to our goalie for Gophers? Did he get...
in that game? Or?
No, this year. All of a sudden, they won their last game, but there was a rookie in there Like, I forget, started with an L, like...
Yeah, the freshman. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be honest. I missed this weekend, and I've been watching very closely for the last several weeks. I missed this weekend. Maybe they needed a break for Wilcox.
Wasn't our goalie like a senior or a junior or something?
Yeah, it's
Wasn't it Wilcox?
Yeah,
or something?
Yeah, Wilcox.
But I didn't.
Yep.
He wasn't in there, so I was wondering what happened to him.
My guess is maybe they were giving him a break or something, or I hope he's not injured, but I did miss this weekend, so I'm not sure, unfortunately.
Joey, look at you.
Yeah, I missed this weekend with all this junk going on, and plus it was actually earlier, too, which threw me off a bit. It was earlier in the week, too. But, yeah, the fourth line, huge factors. I mean, who would have thunk against the Nashville Predators with, we have Devin Dubnyk, but they have Rene there. They have Rene, the guy that everybody really looks at as the best goalie right now. He's not a name like Brodeur or anybody like that, but he's really emerged this year, as did the entire Nashville Predators team, with guys like Peter Forsberg. Why am I calling him Peter? Philip Forsberg, emerging massively. Veterans like Matt Collins still being a factor. But our unbelievably hot goalie, even better than Rene, and of course the fourth line being clutch and fantastic, and I can't believe it. They were a factor on multiple goals here. At this point, Sean Bergenheim, the newly acquired Sean Bergenheim, played his first time of ice. He's a third liner. We acquired him from the Chicago Bulls. No, the Florida Panthers. Third liner. He's a third liner. He was a first round pick, so I'm sure they projected him to be higher than the third liner, but he's a third liner who can score 10 to 15 goals. So basically he's Matt Cook without being, a kind of guy that injures people or is injury prone himself. Or injury prone at age 36 or whatever, so.
Like Kane?
Yeah, that's another one. Huh. Oh my goodness, he really, he really went into that wall with that shoulder, and he's out for 8 to 12 weeks. So, Yep, happy trails to you, at least at this point. But
now they're doing a lot of trading.
Yes, they are. They made a pretty interesting acquisition recently, and we'll see where things go with that one. But yeah, to see Eric Haula, Justin Fontaine, Kyle Brodziak, all a factor. Really, really cool. And they were factors last night against the Colorado Avalanche, too. Haula got his 6th goal of the year. Fontaine has been unbelievable when Jason Zucker's been out. Even better than Jordan Schrader, who netted an assist on the third line. Coyle, Schrader, and Niederreiter, just huge. So the third line was also good in that game. But the fourth line, just paramount for the Wild success this week. And thank you very, very much. This was absolutely a highlight victory for the Minnesota Wild throughout the entire season. I mean, when you look at the 3 stars, Kyle Brodziak, number 1, Mike Fisher, who factored in both of Nashville's goals, and Eric Haula, the 3rd star. It's just, damn, a goal and an assist. He assisted on Brodziak's goal, and Brodziak assisted on Haula's goal. So, all right, all right. Keep it up, guys. Keep it up. Nice chemistry between those two. They used to be centers on, Haula was 3rd, Brodziak was 4th, and at the beginning of last year it was flip-flopped. Haula was the 4th line because he was just getting started, but now they're line mates, and they've been doing a good job. It's nice. It's nice to see Haula waking up. He had another multi-point game last night. So, shall we forward into the Colorado game? Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
For that, it sounded like you had something to say. A 3-1 victory over the Colorado Avalanche, and it is not the final game of the season. They gave up their first goal ever against the Avalanche, and I predicted that, too. I predicted they'd give up 1 goal against the Avalanche. So, my predictions are just unbelievable, except for the fact we lost to Edmonton and beat Nashville. But, they're all right.
And the goal wasn't even during a power play.
Yep.
We're like 44 and 45 out of all the power plays for, I don't know if that's for the whole year, but I don't know. I don't think 44 power plays is a whole year stat.
By Colorado?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been struggling, haven't they, in that category?
Well, that's for the whole year for the Wild.
Oh,
they were saying like 44 out of 45 power plays.
But
I don't know if that's just recent.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they were able to stop, or yeah, it's been good. It's been over the course of time. Yeah, they've been on a tear with their penalty kill of late. That was just really nice
because we are first in
penalty kill.
Penalty kill.
Yeah, just like the old North Stars used to be back in the day. It seemed like they were tops, like their last couple of years in Minnesota before they, did what they did. Unfortunately, that is a really cool goalie mask because this is a in studio television per se. Obviously, and no, it's not like a real Ritchie studio. It's just let's just say it's my studio. Really nice goalie mask by. Choking to death here by the Anaheim goalie. I love it. Pac-Man. It's a Pac-Man goalie. Pardon me for the coughing there. I'm drying up my mouth, and I apologize. So it's time to wet my whistle here. Who was the factor in this game? Yeah, the fourth line weren't they? Mm-hmm. Eric Haula putting the puck on net. Good things happen, and he slipped that thing barely through that corner, and that was so cool. And it was such a nice pass to Fontaine, feeding it to Haula. But overall, the goal itself, I mean, Varlamov has been snake bit by the Wild this season, and I'm glad, and he was kind of showing off a bit last year when he beat the Wild in the shoot. I still remember when he's kicking the puck around like, dung, like knocked it with his goalie stick just to kind of be like, ha, I can stop anything type of deal. And you got to have confidence to be a goalie, because if you're not confident, you're going to give up like 8 goals or something. But
we did pretty good. We had 2 or 3 5-on-3s in that game, and
Varlamov
you just
stopped him,
stuffed it all the time, and got them the high picks where we stop them from going to the net, where they get less chances to score and stuff.
Yeah, he is a really, really, really good goalie. Obviously, Varlamov. They say, we've been solving him just enough. That's the good part. And the fourth line, just huge factor in this game. Like I said, Haula, another goal, another assist type of game. Fontaine, again, with a goal. Ended up being his 8th of the year. That was really nice. He kind of broke loose on that one a little bit from Haula, and he was able to finish that one past Varlamov, who looked a bit like he couldn't believe that. He just couldn't believe it that happened. And then Pominville definitely on the breakaway, really just exploding towards the net. Powerful wrister, 13th goal of the year. So it's funny how both Vanek and Pominville, who are specific goal scorers, they only have 13 goals in the year, but at least they're picking up now. In, again, like I say every freaking week, the absence of Jason Zucker. They're making up for it. And when everybody's making up for the absence of one guy, whoa, you're actually getting more than before. Rock and roll, Because it's not like Zucker's going to score like 3 or 4 goals a week, and these guys are scoring like 3 or 4 goals a week. So when they weren't scoring any for the longest time. Pominville, it seemed more like bad luck, where Vanek, I don't know, what the hell, it seemed more like combination of bad luck and really poor effort at times, too. Just kind of, yeah, I'm here, and I'm not making like $15 million a year or anything, so whatever. No, I'm kidding. No, it isn't that bad. It's a combination of age, maybe other junk on his mind, because when you owe like millions of dollars, like for stupid gambling mistakes, I suppose. But yeah, that was nice. It was a nice kind of a lead pass from Granlund when Pominville was all by himself and blasted that sucker past Varlamov, and 3-1, baby. All right. We are entrenched in the playoff positioning, and I keep clapping a lot because I'm so happy. I'm so freaking happy, and Hall has been playing so well. He went from like 3 points in like 40 games or so. Now he's got 12 and 55. All right, and Brodin's numbers have been creeping up, and he's having an awesome season. Vanek, believe it or not, he has 39 points, like I said. Zucker's all the way up to 30. Not Zucker. Niederreiter's up to 30. It's been nice. It's been very, very nice indeed. Broziak somehow has 18 points. That tells you he's one of those guys where everybody, he sucks this and he sucks and he sucks and sometimes he's good, but when he does score, they're always just huge goals.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like about Braziak. He'll save the day, just like Jared Spurgeon. He'll save the day, at moments. And last night the Wild were only 1 point behind the Jets, and remember how it looked like they were impossible to catch. 12 points behind. Good luck. You're never going to catch the Jets. We were only 1 point behind. And then the frickin' bastards beat the LA Kings tonight. And they play the Kings the same way they play us. Like, they want to get in a fight every 5 seconds, don't they? Don't they? I hate that frickin' team. Just watching them.
How many points are the Kings away from the playoff?
They have 70 points, 3 points behind the Minnesota Wild, who hold the number 2 wild card spot. Yes. And the Wild have...
So it's kind of like a good thing that they beat them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in a way, yeah, because then it keeps them behind. In a way, yes. Yep. But then me, I'm greedy. I want to move up. But yeah, we have we're tied with Vancouver, who's number 2 in the Pacific Division. It just tells you how much tougher the Central Division is. It's just unbelievable. Central Division, Nashville Predators, which we have beaten, yes. They have 89 points, still way, way, way ahead. 16 points ahead. The Blues have 84. The Blackhawks have 79, which suddenly is fairly catchable. And I can't believe I'm saying that. And now with, of course, Patrick Kane out until, the playoffs practically, they're very catchable. And if we get into the number 3, well, all right then. It's time to start getting excited.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like right now, we would be number 2 because I believe we're holding a tiebreaker over Vancouver at this point. We would be number 2 in the Pacific Division. That's awesome.
That'd be sweet.
Mm-hmm. Whereas Anaheim is like Nashville. They're so far ahead. It's like, forget about it. They're going to win the division championship with a bullet. The Kings are what they are, though. They make the playoffs. Watch out. They are the New York Giants, the San Francisco Giants of hockey. I mean, watch out. Mm-hmm. They make the playoffs. Oh, it's going to be a while. They're going to be around for a while, most of the time. Mm-hmm. The Blues, we know what they do, too. They sing the blues. Yep. They went to the finals like their second year ever, and their first year ever, and they didn't win. And they never went back ever again. So, I hate that team, too. Yeah, they're kind of like the Jets, but better. But they never win in the playoffs. All right, so any final comments you may have for this week? This show might be slightly longer than the past because we're having some fun. So,
yeah, we just got lots of hockey over here. We got the high school hockey. We got the high school hockey too tournament going on.
Yeah.
And, go Lakeville North undefeated.
Oh, there you go. Yep, that is Neil's squad there.
Rosemont's my squad, but I do live around Lakeville.
Yep.
So I do kind of cheer for teams that are like neighborhood teams and stuff. So.
Mm-hmm. Like if say Breck or something, because they're pretty close. Not that I like Breck that much, but no, I don't really fit in with that overprivileged class. But anyhow, they're kind of rich over there in Breck School, but just a little bit. But no, I mean, yeah, Rosemount. Shame on me. I knew that. Shame on me. Mm-hmm. You're like, Joey, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you, Joey. But no, that's cool, and good luck to Lakeville, yeah.
Just like that coach that told the kid he's going to kill him.
Yep. And college basketball, this past week. I'm going to choke to death. Okay, so let's wrap up this segment. The Mike McDonald Award winner for this week, it's going to go to the fourth line. No, basically, I'm going to give it to... Oh, yeah, I'm going to give it to... It's going to be one of those guys. It's like, I'm going to give it to the fourth line. They were fantastic all week. Fontaine, Braziak, and, of course, Eric Haula. And if I had to pick one out of that group, I might be... And this might be sacrilegious to all you Wild fans out there who really are down on the guy over the time. But, man, like I said, he's so clutch. Kyle Braziak might be the Mike McDonald Award winner for this week. And, yeah, I'm going to give it to Braziak overall. But the fourth line, kind of tied / honorable mention. Would you like to pick a player of the week, Mike McDonald Award?
I'd give it to Joe.
To Joe? Yeah.
Joey. No,
to me? Yeah. The host of Brave the Wild? No.
Yep, because he's number 1.
Thank you, sir. You're like, no, you're not.
No, probably Haula.
Haula, yeah, he was fantastic.
How far he's came from... How far he's come to, be a top player now and
Be a lot better anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. James Shepard Award. That's usually our James Shepard Memorial. That's like the worst player of the week. And it's always like, right now, again, it's like they've been playing so well, it's hard to pick anybody, but it's kind of like, that Edmonton game, guys like, Sonny Vanek scored in the game, but it's like you want to give it to him almost. He's just, when he doesn't play well, he's really hard to watch. But overall, for that, just for losing to Edmonton, I'll give it to the whole team for that one. Just for that one game, though. Just for that one game.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have anybody you want to mention very quickly?
There's a guy who kept on getting penalties against the Colorado Avalanche.
Avalanche.
I don't remember if it was Nino Niederreiter or something like that, but it just pissed me off.
Yeah, there's that too, and it's like it is stuff like that too that can really get to you. The dumb penalties.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's it. Sometimes Braziak does that. Sometimes Coyle. Once in a blue moon, right? Coyle can get on your nerves sometimes. It's just like where do you go? I mean, Coyle had 5 penalty minutes in the game. Braziak, but those are fights.
Yeah.
Really, a lot of other guys they just had 2 minutes, so you can just kind of go with that, I guess. Just it was multiple players over the course of several times. I mean, the Wild gave up, or the Wild on the penalty kill 7 times in that game, which is insane.
Yep.
That's a lot.
Yep.
But yeah, to be stopping 44 of 45, that's really damn good.
Yeah.
Over the stretch.
Like Magic Johnson.
So really, you could give it to the team there for all the freaking penalty minutes. So maybe you could say that. How we almost lost the game because of that. Scary, but luckily Dubnyk, he's obviously a nice reason why. I mean, he's another guy you could obviously have as a candidate, but we don't want to stretch it out too far. So with that, we'll take a break and do some previewing right after this in segment number 2, and that'll be the final segment.
Do you shop on Amazon? Did you know that you can support this podcast just by doing your normal shopping on Amazon? It's really easy to do. Just go to thesportstuff.com and click on one of the many Amazon pictures. Do your normal shopping, and Amazon sees that we referred you, and they give us a percentage. We'd like to thank you in advance for supporting thesportstuff.com, and please use our Amazon link. Now enjoy the rest of the show.
We are going round like Saturn dream.
And we are back here on Brave the Wild, segment number 2, preview segment in rock and roll. Minnesota Wild host the Ottawa Senators. Who the hell are the Ottawa Senators? No, it's like, no, I'm kidding. It's almost like we almost forget who they are, practically. They were good a couple of years, not a couple, like about 8 years ago. They went to the finals against Anaheim, and they didn't really factor in that finals, unfortunately. Would have highly preferred them to win. They were the more skilled team But unfortunately, Anaheim just was more physical and ready to rock and roll there. Yep. Ottawa Senators come in 27-23-10. The Wild, of course, at 33-22-7, really playing fantastic. For me, there's no real reason to believe the Wild won't continue their winning ways, hosting the Ottawa Senators. But my goodness, the Wild played really. I mean, they went back when they were playing great. The Ottawa Senators derailed them in Ottawa. They beat the Minnesota Wild 3-0, and I'm like, what the hell? When I look at that, it's like, really? Now you look at their injury situations, like, holy mother Moses! I mean, it's like one injury after another. Their goalie that night was Craig Anderson. He got the shutout in that game. Will he do it again? I hope not. Luckily, the Wild will be at home, but you got several injuries. MacArthur's out. Lehner, Phillips, Neal. Oh, bummer. Craig Anderson's out. Oh, bummer. So I guess that kind of helps the Wild's chances just a little bit. He had 3 shutouts on the year. Goals against average was fantastic. Might be their best player right now, or was with a past tense. Turris is that's the wrong. What am I looking at? Is their center, their top line center. Right now, the goaltender is Hammond. So we'll see where things are going with that one. But I do think the Wild will win this game. I mean, there's no reason for me to believe that the Senators will come in, but then again, there was no reason for the Wild to lose to Edmonton either. I mean, you never do know. Andrew Hammond, oh boy. Yeah, Andrew Hammond is in limited time. Yeah, he's 5-0 with 2 shutouts.
Dave.
Shoot. Okay, yeah, 5-0 with 2 shutouts, 1.31. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he was the goalie that night, and he's kind of their version of Devin Dubnyk right now, I guess, like an early version here. Okay, that's kind of scary. He's an undrafted player, whereas Dubnyk was a number 1 first-round pick, whatever, 20 in the 20s, ended up kind of, being not a starter, kind of Josh Harding-ish, before Josh Harding got better, and of course, well before he got sick. But yeah, kind of like Harding, in and out of the starting backup type of thing. Mm-hmm. This Andrew Hammond, he's off to a hell of a start to his career. And they're starting to play better. That sucks. They are 3-0-0 on their trip through California, which every time the Wild go to California, they lose. So,
yeah.
Okay. This changes my view a little bit on this game. I got a bad feeling, actually. Yeah, because I'm going to pick the Senators. I don't want to. I really don't want to, but I'm going to go.
Pick the Wild!
Woo! Okay. Yeah, the Wild have been playing so much better, but this is going to be like a 2-1 type of game. It's going to be a grinded out 2-1 game, and boy, people have got to be in the right place, right time, puck luck, all that good stuff. The Wild's puck luck has been better at home than on the road. If this was in Ottawa, I would pick the Senators, but it's going to be a 2-1, literally like a puck luck type of game, just because they've been playing so well of late. And this could be like a fourth line saves the day type of game, and the fourth line has been playing so well, then I guess I will side with the Wild, I guess. But I'm scared of this Hammond guy, man. But, I mean, he's just starting out still, so hopefully the Wild see something and solve it, whatever it is. But, boy, he's off to a great start. Hopefully the Wild don't run into Ottawa's Devin Dubnyk. Who knows? Maybe the Minnesota Wild and the Ottawa Senators will be in the finals. So, about a couple months, 3 months from now, we will play. I promise you we will play this back if somehow, some way, Devin Dubnyk and Hammond are the 2 goalies in the Stanley Cup Finals. But I will go with a 2-1 victory for the Wild. Eric Haula, Fontaine, will they keep it up? Hopefully. And if the Wild are going to win the game, they kind of almost have to. Or possibly a Parise, who's been the constant goal-scoring, aggressive threat, just putting a million shots on goal. It's going to come to a Parise or like a Haula type or a Fontaine to save the day in this game. Washington Senators. No, Washington... I keep screwing up names because I'm goofing around. Washington Capitals host the Wild Thursday. So the
That's a hard team.
That's, I think, much more of a... Yeah, that's a problem. Tuesday, March 3rd, by the way, was the Senators game. Now we go to Thursday, March 5th in Washington. That's... I don't like this one. Do you like it?
No.
I don't like it. I don't like it. Ovechkin scored his 40th and 41st goals tonight. Mm-hmm. I don't like this game. Are you going to pick the... I'm going to go with Washington in this one.
Sorry to say, but...
Yeah, they're really good right now. Luckily, the people on Yahoo are all picking the Wild. That might be just 3 people for all we know. But it is 100-0 right now. No major names injured. Ottawa's got a lot of injured guys, so that actually does give me hope that the Wild will win the game, that they won't present much of a scoring threat. It's funny, though, that Craig Anderson, who got the shutout against the Wild, is hurt, but then, the guy who's been in there, it's been unbelievable. That sucks. Nicholas Backstrom, and we're not talking about the goalie, and I know that's not funny anymore. But Washington's a team, they're either really good or they suck and they're underachieving. This year they're really good. I'm going to pick a loss in this game. 3-2 loss for the Wild in Washington. Unfortunately, I'm sure Ovechkin will get his 40-whatever goal in that game. Damn it. 42nd, 43rd, however far he is in his season. Maybe he'll score twice.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. He's been ridiculous. He's been Lemieux-like this year. James Shepard, that son of a... just look at that. Just look at that guy. Celebrate. I hate him. Okay, anyhow. James Shepard Memorial. There's a reason why I call it the James Shepard Memorial.
Huh.
I hate that.
Huh.
Yeah. But no, the Washington Capitals pull this one off. Unfortunately, they're gonna. It might even. I'm not gonna pick 4 goals against Dubnyk. Do you notice how I always pick these low-scoring games? Mm-hmm. Because that's kind of been the theme for like about a month now. So if we give up 4 goals, we're in trouble. I mean, luckily he recovered quickly from that shellacking he received from Detroit a while ago. That was the way he came back after that. That told me, whoa, we're onto something here. Hopefully the Wild can get to Hammond against Ottawa. So yeah, I think we go 2-1 this week. We head to Carolina Friday, March 6th. It is a back-to-back. Maybe Darcy Kemper starts this game. Maybe. Mm-hmm. And even if he does, obviously I don't blame him. I don't blame the Wild if they do that because Dubnyk might need a break, especially after facing a firing squad in Washington. Wild will win this game, and I'm going to be happy about that. Carolina's goaltending is decent. Their scoring is kind of all over the place. Their defense is not very good. They've been playing a little better lately, but they're still well below most people over there in the Metropolitan Division. It's in Carolina, which isn't always a good thing. The Wild scored 6 goals last time against this team, even though they gave up 3, and it was kind of sloppy, but I picked the Wild to win this one 4-2. You like it? 4-2.
I think we win 5-2.
Hopefully, yeah. Yeah, just one more. Yeah, but I was even thinking of a 5, but I'll stick with 4 for now, just to be, different, Mm-hmm. Over the course of this week, Pominville, maybe he continues his scoring. The fourth line continues to play well. You can't count on that, because obviously they're fourth liners, even though they're good fourth liners. They're a really good fourth line. But you can't count on it to stay good forever, just like you can't count on the top line to stay good forever. That's why Yo shuffles all the time. He put back the super line again. Oh, and yes, there it is. There's the proof. Eric Cole was to Detroit. Yeah. He looks like a demon with that wing sticking out of his head. That's kind of funny the way they placed that. What the hell is that? Eric Cole. That guy always scores against the Wild. Oh, my God. But, now he's on Detroit, so we won't have to worry about him with Dallas anymore. I still remember that guy derailed us one time. It seemed like yesterday. I think it was last season. Son of a gun. But, yeah, the Wild will go 2-1 this week. They'll get 4 out of 6 points, maybe 5. Maybe they'll score a point against Washington with a shootout type of deal. But the Capitals will win that game. And if we win in Washington, props to the Wild. But I won't count on that yet. Just like I didn't pick them to beat Nashville either. So who knows? Maybe it'll be another flip flop, but I'm not going to name names yet. Well, maybe Ottawa wins and we lose or we beat Washington. Who knows? But it is what it is. So are you kind of going with the same flow in this one? Yep. Ottawa win, Washington loss, and then a victory in Carolina, with Sean Bergenheim scoring his first goal. Will he score his first goal with the Wild this week? Yes. He'll get 1 goal this week. That's my prediction. That's just a random, fun little prediction. Haula will score again this week, too. I think he's playing well, and then Schrader will get at least 2 points this week. Those are just little minor predictions that I'm going to make. That might not be like, okay, Parisi's going to score a goal. Well, the odds of that are pretty high, I would say.
Yeah.
25 goals in the year. He's not Ovechkin, but he's having a hell of a year, though.
What about Koivu?
He's quieted a little bit. But, that's to be expected. Koivu, he was playing at a clip that he looked like, he looked like a Gretzky out there practically. He was getting so many points. And no, I'm bull crapping, sorry. to keep it PG rated. We'll say it's not G. It's PG rated. Yep. So with that,
there you go.
there you go. As for the Iowa Wild, really not much going on. Zach Phillips didn't score a point, and the rest of the prospects are still sucking down there. It's starting to get Riseborough-like down there. Hopefully, Mr. Fletcher can kind of fill the cupboards up again. But luckily, it's mainly because the cupboards are up here, and a lot of those young guys that were struggling early in the year are playing a lot better. Thank God. Hopefully, Riseborough can. Why am I calling him Riseborough? Hopefully, Fletcher can refill those cupboards again. It'll be nice, but it's not as necessary now because even if he filled up the cupboards, where are they going to go? So it would make things interesting. Light a fire under Charlie Coyle, make him play a little better, but you get the idea. I don't want to run this too long. You get the idea. You get the gist. Hopefully we can get some of those guys to play better down there or replace them with better prospects, and at the same time the current young guys step it up more than they have been, even more. So with that, we will enjoy another positive week, hopefully, with the Wild. Keep it up. And let's go get that ultimate goal, hopefully, in the next couple of months. Hope to have you on again very soon.
Yeah, be sweet. It's always a good time with you.
Mm-hmm.
And hanging out, and I love hockey, so I'll always be around, and just keep it up, keep up the positive vibes, and never know, might have a Stanley Cup coming our way.
Maybe. If he keeps playing this, we've never had a goalie this hot before for this long. And Backstrom's had some really nice years. Rolson had some nice years and this and that, but it never lasted like this. So keep it up, baby. Keep it up. Jonathan Quick, Tim Thomas, who knows? I know, people are going to get pissed off saying, how dare you compare him to Jonathan Quick, but well, Quick's having a sucky year, so maybe I can. Oh, hey! I'm so mean, aren't I? I hate looking at those guys, don't I? I hate them with a passion, the Jets. But, yeah, with that, I just want to thank you again, and we will have him on again. Hope you guys like the in-studio approach. It's kind of different, but it's fun.
Yeah.
As long as you can hear him well, it's kind of a fun way to do it. It makes...
I just been out so long, too. So
Yeah. It's
just kind of getting the feel of it again.
Mm-hmm, yep, exactly. You're kind of in the Iowa Wild, but still called up in a way. Yep, you're kind of in the Iowa Wild. Yeah, no, that was a cool idea. There was Neil's idea, and it's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So thanks again so much, and I want to wish all of you a good week and go Wild.
Yeah, baby.